Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of XCOM Enemy Unknown. We're back here again after having just ordered ourselves a Shiv, which is kind of cool. We have some satellites on the way, and very soon after that we'll be able to launch them into the sky with our satellite nexus. If we're actually able to get that far before something wants to fight us, we'll have to wait and see. Let's scan for some activity here and see if we can get those satellites in the air. Come on, satellites. Awesome, satellites are getting finished. We can say carry on here as this goes. We're going to get another one done in a couple seconds here, I think. There we go. Carry on again. Delirium finished. Fantastic. Let's assign a new research for that one. Let's take a look at this. Having fully analyzed the strange material recovered from the alien craft, it's clear this element is unlike anything found on Earth. The unusual atomic structure of this substance responds to direct bombardment from accelerated particles, resulting in an astonishing release of energy. Although the potential applications for this element are nearly unlimited for now, our efforts are primarily focused on power generation and propulsion schemes. However, as this material does not occur naturally in our own solar system, we must carefully manage our available supply. Dr. Valen added a personal note to this, saying, "To think, this single element has the potential to change the entire economic structure of Earth's energy industry. If we were to discover the source of this material, our reliance on fossil fuels could disappear within a decade." So, we can't make it, we can only get what we steal, and we can now make the improved arc thrower, which I believe just has a higher chance of actually working. Is that all we got access to, really? Huh. We also should have gotten something else. Titan armor. Yeah, Titan armor. We have access to this now. This stuff is tough. However, before we do that, we're probably going to want to get these interrogations out of the way. So for now, we're not going to do anything. We may only launch one satellite right away, because it's always good to hold on to your satellites until the end of the month, because then you can get the full benefit from your panic reduction if you need it in any countries that happen to be unhappy. Plus, it doesn't matter for the money production as long as it's done before the council report. But we're probably going to launch one of them at least to take advantage of that research bonus and then instantly finish all of those things. So we'll hopefully get this satellite nexus completed. Come on, scan. Yeah, satellite nexus. You are a powerful little machine here, giving us access to 5 more satellites. Very nice. Awesome. Our satellite nexus is good to go. Fantastic. We're backing out. We're going to go to the situation room. We're going to launch ourselves a satellite. We have 5 waiting. We have 10 more we can launch.
Additional uplink required.
Yeah. What do you mean, up at capacity? We have 10 in orbit. 10 available in orbit. Canada wants one, the UK wants one. They're going to get them for sure, because they give a lot of money as well. So they're very nice to give support to. But I believe South Africa will give us the all-in bonus. No? Do you need Egypt as well? Or is it Brazil? We have ways, that's what I need. Brazil needs to have one. Because if Brazil has one, we get the We Have Ways bonus, which should allow all of our interrogations to finish instantly, which is pretty awesome. All-in is the bonus we already have, which gives us extra money, so that's awesome. And we cannot get the bonuses for Europe or Asia at this point because they have lost countries. So we'll go for Brazil. Alright, Brazil, we'll launch you a satellite, give us the We Have Ways bonus, an extra scientist and engineer per month, and an extra $80 per month. Go.
Tracking multiple unidentified.
Whew, boy! Let's launch that satellite. And... okay, go!
Satellite launched.
Autopsies and interrogations are now completed instantly. Fantastic. We're going to hold on to our other 4 for now because we'll be able to launch them later as needed, like I just said. And let's go back to the research station. Time to finish a whole bunch of things instantly. This is going to be a very video-heavy episode, I think. Alright, start a new research project. All of these should be instant. Yep, they're all instant. Alright, let's interrogate the Muton. Haven't done that yet. Go. Instantly finished. Come in here and look at him in his cage, and we see exactly what's going on with him. I kind of like these little cutscenes, like I mentioned before. Get a little bit of the character of the race there, although I have to say, I'm not sure this machinery is actually doing a whole lot. Doesn't look like it is. Anyway, interrogation complete. On first impressions, the captive Muton would appear to be among the least intelligent of any of the alien species we've encountered. Hulking and brutish in form, we were surprised to discover a great deal of knowledge had been ingrained in the subject's memory. We realized during the interrogation process that it was only logical for the aliens to provide the Muton with a complete understanding for their weaponry and tactics, as this beast represents the most formidable frontline combatant. Although the Muton was quite resistant to our techniques despite heavy sedation, we've learned a great deal from the captive about the alien weaponry, particularly their advanced plasma-based armaments. The research team will begin analyzing this data for possible use in a new breed of weapons of our own design. This gives us the plasma weaponry research credit, which is awesome. That I believe it cuts the time for research on plasma weapons in half, which is super good because we're going to have a bunch of those we can build soon. And this is now 8 days, 9 days, much better. Much better. But now we can do all the autopsies as well. So we're going to instantly finish the sectoid autopsy, which I believe gives us
We've made a number of
I'll let her
interesting
talk.
discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you brought back.
I kind of like these
the
little
research
cutscenes.
team is
These
now
ones are neat.
referring to this particular variation as a sectoid, based on the unusual structure of its internal organs, which we believe to be the product of genetic manipulation. As we've seen in the field, this species also seems to harbor some sort of telepathic ability.
Ominous. It'd be almost like we hadn't seen the psychic ones yet. We found no discernible genetic variants between any of the small humanoid aliens that have been examined thus far. They are perfect genetic copies, each and every one of them. The subject's brain is quite sizable with respect to its body and appears to have been augmented even further with cybernetic implants of some kind. Considering the fragile nature of this creature's physical form, it's safe to assume that these implants were intended to somehow improve the combat effectiveness of the species. Dr. Shen and the engineering team have already developed several theories about how we might be able to adapt these implants for our own use. Additional tactical information may be available in the field when viewing hostile targets in the unit analysis view. Whew. Dr. Valen's personal note. Cloning, genetic manipulation, biomedical implants, the implications of this technology and the aliens' motives are not reassuring. This gives us the ability to give us additional accuracy for a couple seconds in a satellite fighting sequence, not that we really need it at the moment. Uplink targeting aim, yes. Activate this module during interception to provide an immediate temporary boost to our unit's accuracy. It's used up though, so they're one times, which means I very rarely ever try them. There's going to be a whole bunch of autopsies, so we're going to a lot of little her talking. I'm sorry if you're not interested in that, but that's probably what this video is going to be largely about. Floater autopsy.
Also, I'm sure you can make the connection yourself. We've designated this particular specimen as a floater. The research team is continuing in its efforts to determine how the aliens prevented the organic tissue from rejecting the mechanical components, as they seem to work in perfect harmony with one another.
Interesting. The floaters are combinations of horrible things. This is another easy one. This gives you a dodge bonus in flight. This one says, as frightening and vicious as this species is on the battlefield, it is hard not to feel some sympathy for them on the dissection table. This specimen has been subjected to extensive biomedical modifications, some of which were undoubtedly quite painful and intrusive. The combination of living tissue and mechanical components gives the creatures the look of a cruel, half-finished experiment. Most of the subject's internal organs have been replaced with a mechanical life support system that mimics their original functionality. A rather conventional propulsion system has been grafted onto the subject's torso, although the power cells supplying the necessary thrust are extremely advanced by our own standards. I have removed a number of neural implants from the subject that appear to aid in the evasion of incoming projectile fire. The engineering team has already suggested several ways in which this technology might benefit our soldiers. You may find additional information about the combat capabilities in the unit analysis field of view. Fair enough. Dodge means you get basically guaranteed evasion of all attacks coming towards your ship. Alright, next. Mutons. Mutons, chrysalids, cyberdiscs, berserkers, or drones. Let's do the mutons. I guess we'll go in order here. Weighing in at over 275 kilograms, the majority of which is simply muscle and bone, this creature appears to be the frontline combat people. Alright, let's autopsy them.
This is the most physically aggressive specimen we've discovered so far, which the troops fondly refer to as the muton. I can only assume there's a colorful backstory for such a designation.
Not much to say about him, but let's see what they say in this. It says, standing well over 2 meters tall, the ratio of the subject's lean muscle to the rest of the body mass is staggering. Its bones are highly durable, yet very light in weight, and seems to lack extramuscular fatty tissue of any kind. There is no part of the subject that has not been genetically engineered for combat. These mutons have clearly been bred and modified from birth, which every enhancement contributing to its function as an organic tank. As such, the mutons are capable of withstanding otherworldly amounts of damage and seem to have an incredible tolerance for pain. During the autopsy, we also noticed a variety of ritualistic markings and unusual tattoos, which imply some sort of past tribal structure among the muton species. We've also noted a number of distinct similarities between the genetic structure of the muton and floater specimens, although I can only guess as to the aliens' intentions. It certainly appears that the floaters may have one time been mutons themselves. If the aliens have been experimenting with muton physiology, perhaps the floaters are a byproduct of their less successful attempts at genetic manipulation. This also gives us the ammunition conservation project in the Foundry, which I believe just gives us extra ammo for everyone. Muton armor contains servo motors that function as automatic weapon loaders, allowing their weapons to carry more ammunition without requiring the soldier to pause for a reload. We could apply some of the same technology to our own weapons. We'll probably be going for that one at some point. Chrysalid autopsy. This gives us a cool thing. So these are super weird superbugs. Let's take a look at them in our investigations.
Based on what we've seen in the field so far, including several grotesque examples of trauma resulting from the emergence of its young, we've taken to calling this specimen a chrysalid.
Alright, so the chrysalids, what are they all about? Even after years of research and study, until now I had never encountered something that is quite as beautiful, yet equally as deadly as this species. Unlike the other aliens we've encountered thus far, it is arthropodal in nature, plated in a sleek black exoskeleton. The chrysalids, as we were calling them, based on their reproductive habits, measure over 3 meters long from nose to tail and stand almost 2 meters high when perched on their hind legs. Their attack is not only extremely deadly, but also necessary for their reproduction, as the intended victim is not immediately killed, but instead turned into what only can be described as a mindless shell akin to a zombie, which serves as a host to its offspring. When a human is bitten and its embryo is injected into the host and immediately begins to gestate. Once gestation is complete, which remarkably lasts only minutes, a newborn chrysalid will emerge, destroying its host in the process. One can only wonder why the aliens would utilize what appears to be a savage, unpredictable creature. In any case, this is certainly not a creature to be trifled with, and our troops would do well to exercise extreme caution when engaging this species. Targeting another example in the field will give us information about them. This gives us chitin plating, which is really cool. I thought this was another kind of armor. I thought it was pretty silly, but is in fact something that goes in your equipment slot and gives you extra health and reduces melee damage. It's pretty cool. Light chrysalid armor plating. Very neat stuff. Alright. We can also take a look at our cyberdisk autopsy. I apologize if you're not interested in all these, but these things do need to get done eventually, and there's some interesting flavor text in here. So we have a giant robot going on. Let's take a look at what they give us when we
We've yet to recover one of them in functional condition from the field. The men seem to enjoy using them for target practice. At the present time, we know that the cyberdisk, as they've been calling it, is heavily armed, but it shows no clear pattern of behavior on the battlefield.
Mysterious. So far, we've been unable to ascertain whether this is a strictly mechanical creation or a living organism. Based on our findings, it has an alternative biochemical system based on the silicon atom. Like carbon, silicon can create molecules that are sufficiently large to carry biological information, and since silicon has several chemical properties similar to carbon, it is possible this could be a new and completely alien life form with respect to the specimens you've already encountered. Its internal mechanisms seem to operate like organs, giving it the ability to circulate plasma through its core systems, much in the same way blood flows through our bodies. We can also look at them more in detail, and they give us the Speed Boost UFO tracking upgrade, which basically means that you don't lose them as easily. You can keep up with the UFO a lot easier. That's pretty cool, but it's another one-time use thing, so lame. Berserker Autopsy. This is going to go through a lot of them, but I do apologize. Let's take a look again. The body of this creature still remains warm to the touch after several hours after being terminated. A chemical analysis of the alien's tissue will likely provide insights into this strange phenomenon. Let's see what's keeping him warm.
Calling this beast the Berserker, although it shares the same structure as the Muton, for reasons yet unknown to us. The Berserker seems to be consumed by bloodlust with little regard for its own safety.
That's why they like to charge you every time they get hit. Although similar to the previously catalogued Muton species, this is different. Our troops have taken to calling this beast the Berserker based on its uncharacteristically aggressive tactics in the field. Despite sharing the same physiological structure of the other Mutons, for reasons yet unknown to us, the Berserker seems to be consumed by bloodlust, charging into combat with little regard for its own safety. Current theories as to the cause of this behavior have led us to begin investigating possible genetic manipulation of the subject's endocrine glands, or in this case, the equivalent glands that appear to secrete androgenic hormones. If the aliens enlarged or modified the action of these glands, it could explain why the Berserkers are so outburstful. We can find more about them, and they give us combat stims, and combat stims are pretty cool. It lets you boost your stats. I believe it is a used in the battle item, though, which is kind of interesting. It might be something you power yourself up with beforehand, though. I don't think I've ever actually used them. Drone Autopsy. We can look at our drone wreck here. I believe they give us a upgrade to our
This unit appears to be a
unit,
which is similar to the military drones we are familiar with. This particular example seems to have the ability to repair damaged equipment. Dr. Shen and I believe it should be possible to capture and repurpose these for our own use in the field.
Yeah, the drone capture project lets you turn your arc casters into something that can capture drones. The drones we've disassembled seem to have a singular purpose, to repair the alien technology, including its robotic counterparts. Although they act as robotic medics and lack any kind of offensive weaponry for the most part, we did discover a large explosive charge is located deep within the substructure it draws on as a power source. With this and several of the alien devices, I continue to be amazed by what their creators have been able to accomplish. Dr. Shen believes it may be possible to hack these drones, allowing us to utilize them for our own purposes. Further details as to the specimen's complete combat capabilities is of course visible in the field. Yeah, this lets you get the arc throwers to be able to capture enemy drones, which is pretty cool. Only works for one mission, but it's a neat idea. And now we have these to do, the autopsies and the Sectoid Commander interrogation. We're almost done, folks, almost done. We're going to start off with the Sectoid Commander autopsy, and then we'll do the interrogation after that. So, now we'll do the interrogation first. Deal with a live one before you deal with a dead one. The captive is clearly a rare and dangerous specimen. We've already seen evidence of their unique mental abilities in the field, and we should tread carefully, but we certainly cannot pass off the opportunity to interrogate them. Begin the project! Oh, instant stuff. You're great. That the bonus there from Southern America is not super amazing, because it does only let you do this one thing, but it lets you do one thing really, really well, and it helps you get that research done in much less time. And thankfully, we managed to somehow plate this against psychic ability, which is pretty remarkable. Ah, the psionics labs. Yeah, excellent. We need that for sure. So, this specimen is has a uniquely defined cellular structure within its brain, augmented by a series of advanced cybernetic implants that must have been ingrained shortly after its birth. Due to the unusual abilities exhibited by this captive in the field, we've had to be particularly cautious during the interrogation process. Evidence of a telekinetic power unlike anything previously recorded in known science has left some members of the research team unwilling to approach the subject. We were met with limited success in retrieving new information directly from the captive, although we have come to understand how the captive was able to interact with the mysterious device we found within the alien base. We've also had time to further analyze the modules implanted in the subject's body, which will likely lead to a number of unexpected advances, giving us the psionics research credit and the ability to build the psionics labs, and that's a big deal. The psionics labs are a building in our base, which lets us develop psychic capabilities of our own. Oh yeah! Alright, let's accept that. And Sectoid Commander Autopsy. The enlarged central nervous system and supplementary neural implants found in this sectoid variant suggest capabilities unlike anything we've previously encountered. Investigate. Might not give us a whole lot new, but we can take a look.
This is an extremely dangerous species, Commander. Although not physically intimidating, the psionic power that this creature wields is perhaps the greatest threat we've encountered so far.
Da da da. Alright. After an extensive analysis of the brain tissue, we found unusual activity in the synaptic connections that may be the source of the abilities our troops encountered in the field. Although somewhat similar in physical appearance to the sectoid we've previously identified, this commander variant has easily differentiated internal composition. We theorize that these enhanced electrical synapses, capable of transmitting nerve impulses at nearly 3 times the normal rate, are the product of careful genetic manipulation. If our theory holds true, that means that aliens are capable of modifying even the most complex tissue at a genetic level. We don't get anything for that one, because we've already done it getting the interrogation, but that's okay. Now we can start working on some other stuff. We can do the hyperwave communication beacon. It's pretty fast. Or we can do plasma rifles, or we can get a new fighter craft, which is still really slow. We might go for the hyperwave beacon because it is fairly short. It's only 4. We might not use it though for a while because, well, it is getting us towards the end of the game. But we'll find out. So the beacon we recovered from the alien base appears to send and receive transmissions using a spectrum of energy unlike anything found on Earth. Thankfully, we get a research credit for it, which speeds it up, and let's begin that project.
We've certainly had an influx of new developments recently. Well, the sectoid commander is an intriguing subject. I have to admit, this device has also captured my attention.
Well, you finished your interrogation of him instantly, so it can't have been that hard. Alright guys, that is a lot of research done. I apologize for all that research. Let's take a look here at the foundry. We've got some new options available to us. In fact, a whole bunch of options. The improved arc thrower gives us a better capture rate. The drone capture lets us capture drones, but it's fairly expensive. Ammo conservation, I believe, gives you 50% additional armor for people. I'm not entirely sure what it does. Scroll down more. Does it actually tell us what it does? I don't think it does. No, I think it gives you additional ammo, though, like an additional 50% or something like that on each weapon. What is this one blinking for? I'm not sure. Anyway, lots of stuff going on here. Probably gonna have to come back to this in a bit, but we don't have any money right now, so we'll wait until the end of the month to start working on that. Alright. In the build facilities menu, though, we're gonna also want to be able to start building probably a psionic lab soon. It does cost 200 credits, though, so it's fairly expensive, but it is a pretty big deal. Okay, back. We may want to build an access lift here and start building new floors, but at the very least we're going to excavate this area here, so we'll be able to use that as well, because this is probably the best place for our psionics lab right now. Alright, back. And back. That's looking pretty good. Lots of events in here. Whew boy. Well, let's take a look at this globe, see if we can get anything else to happen. We scan for activities, anything to fight us? No, it doesn't look like it. Our medkits are finished, that's good. We can finish that project. Another couple seconds, the alloy shiv will be completed. There we go. The first ever shiv I've ever built. I have no idea how this is going to work. Never tried one of these guys before. Pretty cool looking guy, though. Alright. We got an achievement for that, too. We have 5 seconds to comply after completing the alloy shiv. Awesome. Well, let's carry on, I guess. We got so much stuff done. So much stuff done. Alright, well, the satellite's almost operational over Brazil, so that's good. Let's see, what are we going to do here? Satellite room. Situation room, rather. The UK and Canada are the only people who really need the calm down effect of the satellite. I don't know, we're in a pretty solid position right now. We've gotten through almost half of this month, though, with very little happening. Let's see if we get through any further. Really? Everything is just letting us finish it today. Well, I guess we signed new research. We finished the hyperwave communicator. Let's see what this says. This is a big one. Lots of text here, because it lets us build the hyperwave relay, which is another building we'll need. Although we've studied a number of unusual pieces of alien technology up to this point, the equipment recovered from the alien base on Earth is among the most cryptic. When we first encountered this device, it appeared that the sectoid commander was somehow interacting with it through a non-physical link, using some type of mental telepathy or another equally mysterious form of communication. Having now studied the device further, we believe this is undoubtedly the case. Our testing has revealed a pattern of signals being transmitted at a wavelength never before associated with any form of communications or electronic transmissions. Although we should not be surprised at this point by the advanced nature of the alien technology, this particular discovery is a bit unsettling. As far-fetched as it may seem, several members of the research team have theorized that this device may be capable of transmitting and receiving signals beyond our own dimension. The implications of this possibility affect all areas of known science, and perhaps most alarmingly indicate that the sectoid commanders may have been receiving signals or orders from a higher authority. While continuing to analyze the transmission we've detected, we have also moved forward in our attempts to interface the device with our own satellite communications network. If my suspicions are correct, this beacon may provide us with a means of detecting previously unknown contacts. Oh yes, yes it will. After alien communications rely on a super-dimensional wave which travels almost instantaneously. This relay should allow us to trace the source of these communications, and certainly it will. Alright, now we can start another piece of research here. These are all fairly long researches, but we're going to go for the plasma rifle right now because it's only 9 days. And having access to our actually fully powered plasma rifles is pretty intense compared to the light plasma rifles. So let's do that. Excellent. Oh, so much research getting done. We're going to satellite operational in a couple seconds. I think I'm going to actually double check how long this episode has been going on for, because it might be nearing the end. I apologize if you're looking for a more action-packed episode. I'll go double check though. Well, it's only been about 20 minutes rather, so we have a little bit more time. Let's see if anyone's going to fight us now. Let's scan, get that satellite up. Bing, satellite's up. And there we go, UFO, an abductor class UFO. It's the other big one we fought last time. It's been located in Argentina. Time to go send a... Oh, it's landed. Oh, we didn't shoot it down. Well, that's interesting. Guess we send our Sky Ranger. Who are we sending on this mission? Not Alvarez. You're going to get cleared out of here, I think. I'm going to take your stuff and then I'm going to clear you out. Loadout, yes. No skeleton suit for you. No laser sniper for you. No scope for you. Sorry, friend, you're not coming with us on this mission. Which means you can't have your nice things. Alvarez, cleared. Chepernova, you're not coming either. I'm taking your gear. We're bringing a gear of the best group we can bring, hopefully this time. So you're not keeping the medkit, sorry. And you're not keeping the skeleton suit either. Sorry, we need them. Alright, clear her from this as well. We did lose a bunch of people from injuries, though. They should be back. Yep, easily. Goliath 1. I could bring Goliath 1. That'd be kind of cool. Bring our Shiv with us. Does it appear here as a ship? Yes, it does. That's awesome. Can I can't equip with anything. That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go back. I don't know if I'm going to bring him with us on this mission. We will bring Ryan. Another heavy would be good. We'll equip her with the gear. Oh, hang on. We already have 2 heavies. Murray, you are our less skilled heavy, I believe, so you're not coming with us on this one. You are a lieutenant, though, so you're getting there. For now, I'm taking your gear. I'm sorry. You will be able to join us again another time. And clear her from the mission. Ryan, you get to have that high-quality gear, since I need the best of the best on this mission, because I have no idea how dangerous it's going to be. Heavy laser, there you go. Awesome. And let's see what else we're going to take here. Matsumoto's here, Yan Yoon's here. Can I take Suleiman? Yes, I can. I'll equip her as well with another skeleton suit. There you go. She has her light plasma pistol. She needs the med kit. There you go. Instead of an alien grenade, I might give her a scope. That'd be kind of cool. Give her additional accuracy. I'll keep the grenade with her for now, though, so she has that ability to deal some more burst damage if we need it. And we don't have any snipers with us at the moment, so I'll take either Vos or Novikov. I think I'll take Novikov on this one, because it's going to be largely indoors. Excellent, and we'll give him the gear we stole earlier. Have that, and a scope. Excellent, now we're geared up. That should do it. Okay, hopefully this gear is good enough for us to deal with whatever we come up against. We have a pretty solid team here. 2 heavies, 2 supports, our assault and our sniper. I do like that loadout. Let us launch this mission and see what we're up against. I bet you it will be terrible, terrible things. Okay. We might have to cut this episode into 2 parts because of the fact that we're already 20 minutes in, but we'll see how long this battle takes, and then we'll find out. It might get split or not. I'm a little bit hesitant against putting hour-long videos, though, because people don't seem to necessarily like those as much as they do these slightly shorter ones, so we'll see. Alright, Assault, let's go!
We're moving into Argentina next. The threat there seems to be the most pressing.
This is interesting, though.
Reports
The UFO
indicate
simply
the UFO
landed.
set down in a sparsely populated area.
That might mean it's more
We need to
dangerous
stay
than it
sharp
would
and
otherwise
eliminate
be.
the invaders.
We'll have to wait and see. Alright, let's launch this mission. I wonder what happens if you have the Shiv in there. Does it, like, sit on the floor with the people? Chills out with them in the back of the Sky Ranger? I don't know. I thought we were going to have to shoot that ship down, but it actually landed, which is pretty cool. That might mean it has more stuff in it for us to steal.
Roger that, Big Sky. Strike 1, you
That
are
might
green
mean
to
that.
deploy. Approach with extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is unknown.
Well, I'm going to go quickly grab another drink of water, because my water is all out. I'll be right back. I'll be able to begin this battle, so I'll see you in one quick second. Alright, got plenty of water, back to do some more damage here. So, what do we got facing us? Lots of green lands. We'll probably be finding a non-crashed ships. There'll be quite as much destroyed stuff in the area, not as much fire and bits of debris on the ground. For now, though, I think we're going to go around the left. I want to find the back of the ship. That's the important part, because as we know, going into the back worked super well last time. So that's what we're going to be aiming for. I think we're going to start off by heading over to this side, and then we'll work our way around towards what will potentially be the back of the ship once we figure out how to get there. So, as long as we don't run into anything immediately, we should be safe to do this. So, Yan Yoon, you're going to back up as well over here. You're going to come over to this side. Head over there, friend. Get our people moved up here as much as possible. And Matsumoto, you are going to come over to there. Awesome. This should work out pretty well for us, just as long as I said we don't run into anything super nasty all of a sudden. I don't want to overwatch, I don't want to run too far with him, since we can potentially get him as cover in case something does pop out. But we are going to go mostly on the side here. If it's the wrong side, that'll be annoying, we'll have to go back, but I'd be surprised if it was the wrong side at this point. We'll dash her over to cover as well, and then we'll bring Novikov to bring up the final position. I might move him up to there. Hopefully he doesn't see anything new all of a sudden, but he should be in a pretty good position there to take out our enemies when we find them. Alright, turn finished. Alien activity, but that's okay. Okay, let's keep moving. Suleiman, you're going to move up to here, I think. Looks pretty good to me. Actually, go to here. Let's cover. Do you see anything there? No. Alright, you can move into the corner then with the rest of your turn. Still don't see anything. Alright. Alright. Is there a UFO nearby? Yes, there is. I think that's the back of it, too. That's perfect. That's exactly where I want it to be. Alright, in that case, we're going to move over to this side so we can take up a position along this wall. We're covered from anything that happens to be over here, because you can see the edge of the platform right there. Alright. Our advanced team of highly trained super soldiers are moving up on this position. I think we'll move Novikov around to here, so he's a bit of better angle for next time, so I can move him into the area where he can shoot into that doorway. We don't have as many heavies this time, though, so we won't be able to instantly blow up everything that comes out of the doorway, which is a bit of a sad thing. We won't have quite the almighty godly powers we had last time, which was kind of pretty funny, because they were kind of like our backup squad, but they did a phenomenally good job. Matsumoto, you're going to dash over to this barrier there. Since you have the high movement, why not take advantage of it, at least a little bit. Hide in the flowers there. And Fournier, you are going to actually move up to here, I think. The only person moving up forwards. Hopefully you don't trigger anything. No, you're good. Alright. Another safe turn there. They might move towards us. They're apparently over that log. That could be an issue, because most of our team is back here. Well, if we're going to move up to check out what's over there, this is probably the best way to do it. So we'll send Suleiman up to this barrier there and see what she can see. And apparently right now the answer is not a thing. That's fine though, she'll overwatch there just in case something does pop out at us. We'll move up as well with Fournier, who can move up to this barrier there.
Contact.
And she can see things. More mutons. Alright. This could be a concern, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Someone's going to trigger an overwatch shot though, aren't they? Yep, Suleiman gets a reaction shot. Hopefully we can kill this berserker before anything bad happens. Hopefully we can kill him before anything bad happens. I'm surprised the reaction shot didn't actually make him charge at us. Alright, so we can grenade them. I believe they're close enough for a grenade to hit both of them. No, they're not. But, whoa, camera. They are probably close enough for a grenade to hit him and the one in cover, which would be pretty good. So you know what? For now, I'm going to wait on this second shot. You're going to wait your turn. We're going to go over to somebody else. Matsumoto, you might come up the hill here, because if you're on top of the hill, you'll be able to shoot down at them pretty effectively. So you're going to come up here. Here you go. You can see 2 targets. You can't see the one in the cover, of course, but that's because he's hiding. If you take a shot in there, you have an 85% chance to hit him. That's pretty good. 65 on that one. Not quite as good. We'll go for the close guy. Better odds to actually hit him. And... nice. 4 damage. Not enough for the grenade to kill him, unfortunately, so that was not the best outcome there. Ryan cannot make it to cover and also shoot someone, unfortunately. Okay, is this a cover here? That is, but it's around the corner, so that's not the best spot. I can move you to here, and you'll be able to overwatch in case anything gets close, which will be quite as useful. You could potentially grenade them as well, though. Oh, you can see them from there, really? Huh. That might be good. I might use that. Yon Yoon, I could dash you over somewhere and have you take a shot that way, but I'm not sure that's the best idea either. What I might do with you is I might run you over to here and then have you overwatch. I'm going to run and gun you up to that position so you can still shoot once you're in a new cover, and then you'll be able to actually defend people if they happen to get close to us. There we go. And you can overwatch from there. Perfect. And not you yet. Novikov still gets his turn. Novikov, you're going to come up on this hill as well. Fortunately, there's not as much good cover for you anymore. I'll bring you up to this rock, and hopefully you can see around the tree to take a shot, and hopefully you don't get grenaded horribly, because you guys are all really close together. That was probably a bad idea. Oh well, overwatching it is. My people are all very clumped together. Alright. If we take a grenade, throw an alien grenade over this hill. It's a big burst grenade on this one, so it should be easy to hit him wherever he may be hiding in that area. That should do it. That way we should be able to hit both of them, and we'll find out where he is, because it should make him move forwards. Go, grenade, go! Yep, we hit him. He's in there somewhere. That should make him charge out, and should get him shot by a whole bunch of overwatches. Oop, hello, game. Don't... whoa! The game did not like that, and he did not get affected by that like I hoped he would. The overwatches did not go off. I guess those rocks gave him the cover he needs to not be seen. That is unfortunate. You can try and suppress and fire him so he gets shot at if he tries to move, which he's undoubtedly going to do. I'll give you a free shot at him. If you shoot at him now, is he exposed? 77% chance to hit's not bad. He's gonna smash into us, though. I'm gonna suppression fire him, so we don't shoot at him this turn. We shoot at him when he starts to move towards us, because otherwise he's gonna be right in our face, and we don't want to be that close. So we're gonna reduce the target's aim. It doesn't affect him, but it will take a free shot when he moves, which we will get advantage of. The 5 damage might be better, but this should be right in his face. It should do a bit more. The suppression is good to go. And here he comes. He's going to charge someone. It's going to suck. They're going to throw grenades. That's going to suck. No, he's shooting. Hey! Ouch, that hurt. 4 damage. Surprisingly low, actually. Please don't also shoot someone. Stop shooting her. She's going to die now. Ow, 6 damage. She's going to get killed this turn, isn't she? Unless all the overwatches go. Wow. The Berserker didn't move. You got exceptionally lucky there, Fournier. Exceptionally lucky. I guess the suppression stopped him from moving for some reason. That's weird. Alright, well, Suleiman, can you see him? Oh, you can't. How can nobody see him? He's right beside you all. Alright, Fournier, you're going to run up on this hill. You're going to hide. Wait, Matsumoto and Suleiman to heal you. For now, Novikov, you're going to move up to here, and you're going to shoot down at them. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, no! We have found literally everything. This is so bad. That's 6 mutons, a cyber disc, and some drones. Oh my goodness.